guys, welcome to my next video. This is going to be a do-it-yourself hair growth oil video. It's pretty much my go-to oil that I make when I have some time at home to give my hair a proper boost, especially if I've been using a lot of hair styling products, a lot of heat styling appliances, just damaging my hair in ways I really shouldn't. But this just gives an extra boost, gives some extra strength, and just in general helps to maintain the health of my hair as well as helping to get it to grow faster. It's got a few ingredients that are easy to find at any grocery store or health food store, and it's fairly inexpensive as well. Before we get into the how-to of making it, I'm just going to give a little bit of information on each of the ingredients and then we can get to it. So sesame oil in general is really good for hair growth and maintaining scalp health. It's enriched with vitamin E, B complex and minerals, magnesium, calcium and phosphorus, plus it has protein to strengthen the hair. Sesame oil is also good for premature aging. It retains the natural color of the hair for longer, especially if you got darker hair. It just keeps that dark pigment in. It just protects that dark pigment and helps it last longer. It also helps to promote hair growth because it increases the blood circulation, which we all know is really good when it comes to growing your hair out. It's also got soothing qualities to help treat things like dandruff. It also works as a really great deep conditioner. It absorbs into the hair shaft really well, so it helps with revitalizing damaged hair, and it makes sure that the moisture is locked in rather than just sitting as a oily film on the surface of the hair. I add ginger because it has a lot of essential vitamins and minerals that help promote hair growth. It's also a really good source of essential fatty acids, which helps out with hair thinning and hair loss. Ginger also has antiseptic properties, so it helps with things like curing dandruff. Then I add peppermint oil because it's also rich in essential fatty acids. It also helps your scalp to stay clean from things like dandruff and inflammation, yeast colonies, bacterial infection. Peppermint also balances the pH level of the scalp, and it also increases blood flow and circulation. I add lavender oil because it just gives a really great scent, but it also has a lot of the qualities that the other oils have as well. So it's soothing, it helps with blood circulation, it's an antiseptic, and it just smells really great. On top of that, you can also add tea tree oil. I added tea tree oil because tea tree oil is also an antiseptic and antibacterial. It's really great if you have a dry scalp, things like dandruff and stuff. It just helps to keep that at bay. It also pretty much also reinforces the qualities of the other oils that we've added already. When I first make the oil, I grind up a few bits of fresh ginger or frozen ginger. It's better if you do use fresh, but at the time I only had frozen ginger, sorry guys. And then you just grind it up. I use a mortar and pestle. Some people prefer to make a really fine paste out of it. I just like to crush it until you can see some of the juices come out. That's when you know you're going to get a lot of the good stuff out of the ginger. So then once you see the liquid coming out and it starts to get a bit more watery and on the paste side, but still a bit lumpy, I put it into an empty bottle and then pour in the sesame oil. I use black sesame seed oil, but as long as you get any sort of good grade sesame oil, that's fine. Black sesame oil I think is just a bit stronger and a bit more, has more antiseptic qualities I think. But overall, all sesame oil has pretty much all of the good benefits that I listed earlier. So you pretty much just fill up the bottle. That's as much oil as you can. I didn't have much at the time, so that's why the bottle is only halfway full. But that's okay because that means we'll just be more concentrated with the ginger as well. A few drops of the peppermint oil, a few drops of tea tree oil and a few drops of lavender oil, and mix it all up. And then if you want it to be even more potent, maybe just leave it in the fridge overnight and then use it the next day, or it's ready to use then if you prefer. I would say roughly 10 drops each of the essential oils, but it really depends on how much of the sesame oil you've used. I think the golden rule, the golden ratio for essential oils per carrier oil is 20 drops of essential oil for every 5 tablespoons of the carrier oil. So I guess if you're using 5 tablespoons of sesame oil, you should probably only put maximum 20 drops of essential oil. So yeah, it really depends on how much sesame oil you put. So that was my do-it-yourself hair growth oil, guys. I hope you liked the video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Feel free to leave a comment as well. I'd love to know your thoughts, and I'll see you next week.